Okay, let's revisit an old Charlie, shall we? Yeah, of course, this is Nick Dutch, back on the camera again. One more time, hi there, how's it going? Got a message on my channel page, and this one says, just out of curiosity, I was searching for the keys of Solomon, brackets, thanks to a supernatural episode, close brackets. First, with all the occult stuff, are you a Satanist? Also, if you draw one of the symbols, like the ones to keep demons out or in, is it considered Satanist? The answer to both of those questions is quite simply no. And yes, this does overlap with, what on earth the word Satanist actually means. There are some right-wing fundamentalist extreme Christians who just want to try and control people and make sure they fit closely into this cookie cutter personality or behavioral patterns. And these are people who are essentially suggesting that the individual is not permitted or allowed to try and find any other way of getting any form of spiritual or religious experience and or insight apart from listening to the extreme fundamentalists, right-wing, conservative Christians. Just because someone calls himself a Christian or is a Christian or goes to church or preaches or has a great following doesn't mean to say that they're anything. And in many cases probably aren't worth as much as the dog shit I wipe off the sole of my shoe. Some of them are just pathetic. So I think we can wipe them out of the equation. Those are the kind of people who would call anything which is not of their denomination of fundamentalist right-wing Christianity satanic. That's it. Full stop. So by their definition, another person in another Christian denomination is a Satanist. So what does it mean? Now, in practice, there is a cult or culture of Satanism, which was, of course, started by LaVey in 1966. And that was like a church that you pay to be a member of, and basically they're atheists with a lot of dark imagery, and some of them might have a spiritualist side of things, some of them might not. They would do whatever the heck they wanted, really, religiously speaking. But I'm not part of that group, so no, I'm not a Satanist. And if I was to draw a symbol which comes from any other faith structure, because the Lesser Key of Solomon has been turned into parts of the foundation of some forms of faith structure as a result of changes during the 20th century, then, that's how can that be satanic? Is it to do with worshipping the devil? I mean, there are some rituals or alleged rituals which are supposed to be there to summon the devil, but essentially, or summon Lucifer in reality, I suppose. But do they do it? I don't think that they do anyway. Okay, I don't think that any real devil being actually exists. As far as I'm concerned, the only, as it were, real Satan is things which are inside every single individual. Your bitterness, your resentments, your anger, your, living in the past, irritability you might have had with another individual or group of individuals. And we've all got that inside of us. So basically, either we're all Satanists, everyone worldwide, or we're all human. And I think it'd be wiser to say that we're just all human, realistically speaking. Well, I would like to point you in the direction of another YouTube user called Tannhaus, Tannhaus, I believe is his YouTube channel. And he's someone who's done a video, either the last one he's done or the one before that, I think, which was to, I think, another YouTube user called Shazlu, who is a bit of a fundamentalist Christian. And this was about the idea of occult things being satanic. But basically, what are occult things? The word occult just means occluded or hidden away from things which the vast majority of people would normally see on the outside. So more specific or esoteric activity, which I've been trying to go into. I mean, there's different attitudes towards occult type phenomena and occult type activity. I mean, you can say occult activity is just meditation. Alright, that's a form of occult activity. Prayer is a form of occult activity. Alright, and it is that simple. And if you're going to listen to people who go around saying, well, it's only godly if they're praying in the name of Jesus, then you're seriously listening to a bunch of twisted fucks. I mean, seriously. Just don't bother listening to them. They're not real good sources of information. They're just trying to terrify you into doing what you're told, which I think is wrong tactics. Okay? Because you need to find out about life. You need to experiment, explore, research, read other ideas and other people's work, and develop a broad understanding of all the views which are out there in society if you yourself are going to grow up as a human being. Full stop. So for someone to try and take it away from you, that desire to try and learn and grow, that's wrong. That is just wrong. Full stop. Full stop. I mean, as far as the supernaturalist side of things is concerned, I mean, I use the word supernatural quite a lot. Okay, I don't think that any of the supernatural phenomenon or phenomenon, I don't know, is that the plural of phenomenon? I don't know, are in fact supernatural. I think that these are things which actually occur in nature. They occur rarely. They occur under strange circumstances. Those circumstances appear to be through certain forms of altered states of consciousness practice, such as those found in religion. Prayer, meditation. That's just tip of the iceberg, okay? As well as other forms of visualization activity, like the one that I mentioned in my out-of-body experience type video. As well as, other things such as chakra openings, visualization of spiritual healing energy moving around, also combined with other yoga activities such as breathing and visualizing together to help to direct apparent energy. And so what we've got here in the world is, on one side of things, you've got the attitude of it's all evil, keep away from it. Or we got the attitude of it's all rubbish, keep away from it. Which is what, of course, James Randi and his cult following do. And on the other extreme side, you've got the it's all real, you've got to be afraid of it. Or you've got the it's all 100% reliable, I'm the only person who knows everything about it kind of attitudes. And all of those, they're wrong. All of them are completely wrong. Okay? Throw them all away. Throw it all away. And who am I to say this? Why? Because I'm someone who's found out about this kind of stuff. And I've been playing around with this stuff for years. And years, and years, and years, and years. And there is a self-developmental aspect to the whole thing. As far as your contemplation about yourself, your attitudes, your intentions, and what you want to do with all this stuff, and what various experiences mean. I mean, I did a video a short while ago about how I'm struggling to try and learn how to make gluten-free, sugar-free, yeast-free, and dairy-free bread. And I'm trying to do it in a scientific way. Now, essentially, if I am basically from scratch, and just with the help of a few blogs, trying to experiment to try and work out how to make a type of bread which my restricted diet can actually take, I mean, how much experimentation should people be doing to try and be able to create something which works reliably as far as supernaturalist stuff is concerned? There would have to be an extreme quantity, wouldn't it? An extreme quantity. So how come there are all kinds of people out there who are saying, I can do it, oh, I'm powerful, ooh. Why? It's because they're trying to sell you their religion, and they're using psychic ideas and psychic things as the miracles within their religion to try and make you do what you're damn well told. Or they're in my industry, which is, the psychic industry, so to speak, or the psychic entertainment industry. And they're just trying to get customers, and they're doing so through trying to terrify people, or trying to put people in awe and wonderment of them, because, coming out with some grandiose, powerful stuff, which is all bullshit. It's an entertainment pitch. It's the kind of thing that someone who is an entertainer would say in order to try and get customers. Alright, so there are confused and mixed messages associated with this psychic type world, this occult world. But as far as the word Satan or Satanic is concerned, it's thoroughly inappropriate. Alright, and on top of that, it's laden with all kinds of rubbish baggage, which stops people from thinking about the phenomenon at hand. I mean, if we can take away all these extremes, you know, all the extreme, like, James Randi style ideas, and all the extreme, like, you know, conservative fundamentalist Christian ideas, and throw them away. Just throw them all away, okay, throw it away. And you also just take away all the New Age tarot reader sales pitches and throw them away, okay, and not see those as being representative of facts. We can possibly see it as representative of beliefs, okay, but not as representative of hard and fast natural science facts. What are you left with? What are you actually left with? Alright? A few happenings which occur once in a while, the people are trying to understand, okay, and that's it. They occur unreliably. There are some strange situations which can make these things occur, of which the altered states of consciousness stuff of prayer, meditation, ritual, and all the rest of it is part of it. And it has some kind of importance to us as people, because we have the capacity to have these things. And this is why I call these things strange experiences. Okay, I don't say, God was talking to me, yes, God therefore God exists, yes. I mean, I might have a theistic belief, okay, but that's my beliefs, okay, that's not hard science. Okay, it's not a natural science fact. It's not the technology which has gone to making this. It's not the technology which one can use to reliably communicate with someone via wires and satellites to the other side of the world. Okay, it's not. It's not that reliable or strong. It is an organic, consciousness-driven phenomena which we can play about with and we can experience. And part of what I'm doing is giving this other path, not the no, it's evil, keep away from it, or no, it's bollocks, keep away from it, and nor the, oh, it's true, you must follow it, you must do it, oh, it's so important, or I am the powerful one, you must do as I say, kind of thing. Because those attitudes don't help people. And the use of the word satanic or satanist in this particular context is making the waters even more muddied. Alright, so that's why I'm coming out with this middle ground path. That's why people can't always place me, and they try and say, well, he's a this, he's a that, he's a the other. Well, you don't know who I am or what I am. I'm just a human being who's experienced some strange things in his life, wants to try and understand them better, and all I can do is tell you what other people have done to try and generate these strange experiences, and what I have experienced, and what I feel is a part of the whole experience. And that's it. And the rest of it is up to you guys out there. So forget this right-wing paranoid rubbish, okay? Forget the sort of sales pitches of people who are within the industry and people who are just trying to sell books of either the scary type or the ultra-positive type, you know. Just try and get a balanced, like, middle of the road assessment as to what all this stuff is about. Chill out. Relax. You know, life is good.